Hello, folks. I'm Filler B, and welcome back to another episode of Stellaris. Isn't this game just beautiful? Look at this graphic for our planet here, the Deep. It's quite wonderful, in our space station, just above it. So where we last left off, we were expanding our empire, hoping to cut off some other empires' expansion to not box us in. We failed to grab this system here with the gateway. This empire was just too quick to get to there, even though it had some good minerals, as you can see, and this gateway we wanted. We're hoping to block off this empire from cutting off too much of this access to us when we get up there. So we're trying to build up towards maybe this choke point here, or perhaps even if we could capture some of this stuff up here to block them off from going further north. I was also looking at our friendly empire to the left here, the Star Concordant. These two empires here, the Vryn High Kingdom and the Bathrozoid Republic, are both hostile to us. They both captured or tried to capture our scout ships when we were initially meeting them and dissecting and killing our crew, and they both have pretty hostile relations since then. However, these guys on our left side of our empire here, the Star Concordant, have been quite friendly with us, and we've developed a relationship with them, establishing a few embassies. And initially I was talking about trying to block them off down here, but I took a little closer look, and it looks like this is a dead end, so this does not connect up with their empire. Which is great for us, because it means this whole bottom section is just for us, and this is just for us, because it's a dead end as well. And we can be free to explore down this way towards this Psionic Order Shroud enclave, and see if we can capture that. Hopefully there's not another empire immediately right here. We're also going to try and work towards this enclave with our forces, and maybe hook up our empire via this connection between these two arms. We did manage to cut off the empire, this empire, hostile empire here, with this starbase and this system. So let's move forward and see what we can do. Also in this episode, I think I'm going to build the Shroud portal in our home system. If we go to system here, sorry, this one here, you can build the Shroud beacon for 500 alloys and 25 rare crystals. So I might build that here, or build it in one of our space stations over here, because they do have an open spot. But we're missing a lot of alloys. But first I want to build up my fleet to the maximum size. I'm a little worried about these two enemies, so let's do that now. Go to our shipyard, we'll get 2 more corvettes to get to our maximum size. It's also going to use up all the alloys we have right now. Let's unpause and see what happens next. This construction ship I don't think needs to be here, so I'm going to move it actually to perhaps over here to see if we can grab these 2 systems before this guy pops in. This system has been charted. Very good. This scientist, one of our scientists, is pretty good at researching archaeological sites. I'm going to find out which one that is. Not that one. Not that one. Archaeological skill. It's this one here. So I think what I might do is have him start working on archaeological sites in our system. We have 2 right now, and presumably we're going to get some more. And getting some of the archaeological artifacts early can be really helpful to an empire, so we'll do that. And I'll send this one that's way up here, down here, to do exploration, probably out this way. And survey these systems. Actually, doing this the other way is probably smarter, so we're not wasting time with traveling, because you can spend a lot of time traveling between systems in this game. There, that looks good. Alright.
We grow ever stronger.
So we have a frontier section over here. I should probably put a
Our lookouts have detected an anomaly.
I'll get to that in a second. Let's research that. Should probably put a governor in this frontier section. can I put a governor here? Planets and sectors. Apparently I cannot. I'm not entirely sure why. Alright, well, we'll leave that for now. Let's see what's going on. We have these mining drones here blocking our passage to the High Kingdom, which is kind of good. Alright. So having decrypted the signal, the exile was astonished to discover it was broadcasting an archaic form of one of the main Deep Dwellers' languages, speaking in threes, vows, these, thous, and whenceforth. It appears to be reciting one of the lost works of Narbren Boydweller, a renowned Deep Dweller playwright who lived some 600 years ago. It appears that the broadcasting device, a simple satellite dish protected by a small shelter, is the only non-natural structure on the planet. There is no hint as to who left it here or why, but going by the wear and tear on evidence, it must have been there since shortly after the play was first written, long before Deep Dwellers learned the secret of space travel. We can only assume it was left there by ancient visitors to the deep who took a liking to the play and decided to pay our species a strange and unexpected tribute. So wonderful, disassemble the recording. It gives us a bunch of unity, it's pretty good. Or a gift, we must find a way to thank the mysterious benefactors. So we get 5 years of Xenophile and Pop happiness. This is pretty good and it fits our fanatic Xenophile aspect. Let's do that. It fits into our role-playing thing. I think the Unity was actually probably a more useful play, but we're here to roleplay a little bit as well. Construction ship is finished. Let's claim this system. Lost Soul. We have found a bipedal robot floating in space. Its faceplate is featureless and its metal exterior is damaged. Preliminary scans indicate that it has residual power, but its power source is radically different from our own. Its internal circuitry may hold memories of its previous existence, but recharging it and translating its information will take time. So we could scan the robot, gaining us some minerals in this system. What system is this? The Agamath system. Or we could abandon it. Now we're curious, but we're also spiritualists, which are sort of anti-robot. Let's scan it. Though, through diligent effort, we have found a way to recharge the robot's power supply and scan its memory banks. Sadly, the machine has deteriorated so badly that we cannot retrieve coherent information. We will consider a follow-up study and may search for others of its kind, but the fate of this mechanical castaway must remain a mystery. Fascinating indeed. We have a bunch of minerals. Let's check on our planets to see if anybody needs some amenities or buildings. We have 2 jobs available here. I think that's okay for now. This planet, we have 2 jobs and 7 houses. They seem okay. Though I might prep another system. How's our food doing? Food's fine. Minerals are okay. Energy credits are okay. This system only has 1 job left, so let's build them something. Oh yes, this was the system with the strange snakes, which we have yet to completely resolve. I could always use more alloys. Yeah, let's build an alloy factory here. Let's check our situation log and see what's going on. We're just about to finish the drone study, so that's good. And translating the explorer's text, that's also good. Alright. We have an orbital research mandate to build 4 research stations. We'll get to that. We can't complete this annoying red profits thing because the other red profit event is inside this Nasty Empire's territory, and I can't move any ships into here. We're working on the Yahut. We have 3 of 6, so that's pretty good. And we have our 2 archaeological sites, one of which is going to be start working on now. Underworld. Oh, this is that planet we were just talking about, the snakes. The serpents on Sadalbari Prime have converted some of our mining equipment into transports for traveling between their subterranean world and our surface world. They have damaged our ecology significantly. Although the Hiss are unleashing chaos, our scientists suspect this might be a diversion. The Ophidians haven't taken all of our mining equipment yet, so we may want to take some of our machines offline for repairs. Take the remaining equipment offline. So get poor quality minerals on this planet for 8 months, reducing the effectiveness of mining jobs and lowering the amount of mining districts. Or, this is what happens when you don't use enough fire. Infestation Nation modifier added for 6 months, giving lower pop growth speed. Let's take our mining equipment offline. We initially didn't kill these snakes, and we tried to communicate them, so I think we should continue to go along that line instead of trying to blow them up. Here for steel? Sure, let's reach that. The mining drone work ethic is complete. The drones and their tireless, endless work of extracting ever-diminishing resources from their local planetoid make for a somewhat dull and nevertheless informative subject of study. In fact, the mining networks on the deep could stand to learn a thing or two about maximizing mineral extraction rates while conserving energy. Additionally, we have found that the drones are not completely silent. They emit signal pings through extremely infrequently and at a wavelength hard to isolate from background noise. If there's anyone left to receive these pings, maybe a mystery for another time. So you get the easy prey thing, giving us attack damage on mining drones. This is a useless thing to take. And then, especially compared to getting mining station output for minerals permanently. Oh, we got some plasma throwers. Excellent. Let's pick some new technology here. Some more energy credits. We're getting a little low, so maybe. Still an event for blue lasers I'm going to wait out for. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the energy credits. And now that we have plasma guns, so let's design a ship. So ship designer, new design for the Corvette. New section. Let's do... yeah, I don't have missiles, so let's do 3 small. Let's put our plasma throwers on. We'll grab improved shields here. Some ceramic armor. And a boost to the energy. Oh, I don't have enough energy. Let's put more armor on instead then. It gives me plus 10. If I take the energy off, this gives me 20 energy. I'll be short, so I can't do that. These are all only level 1 because we haven't done any research yet, but we have researched basic computer AI, so we'll do the swarm AI. Need to take off the auto designate. There we go. And we'll pick a name for this. The plunge, the hydrofoam, the wave skipper. I like wave skipper. That's a fun name. Let's do that. And we'll auto upgrade. In case any of these components get improved with technology, it'll automatically upgrade them for us. We'll save that. And we'll get rid of this pre-generated one, because the computer doesn't do a very good job in creating its own ships. And then we'll upgrade all our ships here to our new design. So right now we have a fleet worth 1.1k. Let's see what happens after we upgrade. Oh, we get our first archaeological event. The archaeological team has laid bare the remains of a modest temple, delicately carved from an organic alien material. The exterior was once brightly colored, but has faded to a dull gray. The fully operational holographic priest still presides over the church. While the temple was in use, she took confessions from wayfaring patients, offering healing, reconciliation, and the sanctuary to this otherwise inhospitable nook of the universe. Unusual mechanical confessional chairs akin to torture devices have led the archaeologists to believe that there may be more to the temple that meets the eye. Very interesting. The Church of the Endless Expanse. Ooh, sort of fits our spiritual mentality anyhow, and we get some more minor artifacts. Can we do anything with these minor artifacts at the moment? I have to remember where those are located. I wish they were a little easier to find. Is it edicts? No. Policies. Here we are. So we can proclaim a religious revelation, which will give us 500 unity and spiritual attraction. Celebrate diversity, gains us more unity and xenophile. Put it in a museum. Discover precursor insight. Oh, there we go. We need 25 though. Don't quite have enough for that. Let's save up for that because that seems pretty good. Carrying on. After many weeks of study, our expert linguists have unearthed the meaning behind the documents found on Sakis 5a. The documents were philosophical ponderings by a famous scholar, only referred to as Telissa, the teller of tales. Her teachings have provided us with much insight into how to better gain political results via applying different states of mind and use larger scale questions as a focus to reform. Splendid! We gain access to the Master's Teaching Philosophical Mindset Empire Edict. Let's take a look at that. That's this edict here. The answer to the purpose of the cosmos lies outside of us, but that does not make us less inclined to find it. We must strive for unity in order to reach the answer at the root of all things. Interesting quote. Reminds me a lot of the readings I did during my university career. So the effects last until cancelled is we get increased society research speed plus 10%, pretty good, and leader pool size goes up. It does cost us 35 a round. Right now we are overspending a little bit on research subsidies already, which gives us 10 to all our research outputs, and Map the Stars, which increases our survey speed, anomaly discovery chance, and hyperlane detection range. So I think we'll keep this as is, but we'll consider this for later. Oh, and our nanites, right? We still have our nanite site for even more research speed. How many nanites do we have left? 179, so we have 179 months worth. That's quite a few months. So I think we're okay to leave that go. Teachings of Warriors. Across the barren fields of Ravenok 4A, there are indications of old battles being fought. Beneath the lifeless ground, our researchers on the Abyssal Surveyor have found bones, metallic shards, and most surprisingly, a container filled with documents. If we send the documents to our homeworld for translation, we could potentially learn more about this war and who fought in it. It would also be possible to simply sell them off as antiques. No, we'll send that to our homeworld. We're curious people.
There is new information in the situation log.
So let's translate that. It's only 16 months. That's not too bad. This construction ship is done. Can I claim this system now? Not quite. I need more alloys. So let's hold off on that. We'll collect those minerals and energy credits. I really wish we can get over to here to finish off this. Our ships went up by 0.1k strength. Doesn't seem like a lot, and it's not a lot, but you know, it helps. Every little bit helps. And apparently we can upgrade again. Not sure what we can upgrade. Let's do it. Uplift and a gift. The serpents on Sabada Bari Prime are now using mining equipment to travel freely between their subterranean nests and our surface world. Our technology empowered them to new ways. Has our technology empowered them in new ways? The new serpent tunnels have unearthed minerals. Oh great, we got some minerals. Doesn't seem quite worth it, but you know.
Space charts updated.
C'est la vie.
Our lookouts have detected an anomaly.
Challenging anomaly, let's still do it. What's this construction ship up to? Oh yes, I wanted to head north with this one. Gonna need a lot more alloys though. Let's just wait on that.
Research complete.
Oh good, some new research.
Ready for action.
Oh, looks their ship's upgraded another 0.1 with that new upgrade. We're doing pretty good here. We got mining station output and nebula mining stuff. I don't think we have a nebula near us. Yeah, there's one down here. It looks like there's one over here. So, that's not that useful, but the mining output is pretty good. Destroyers, we want that pretty soon. And stronghold. And mining station output again would be good. Let's get destroyers. Because I have 2 hostile neighbors, I think that's a good move. Although I don't know when we're going to be able to build the destroyers. A lot of demands on our alloys at the moment. So next part in the archaeological study, hidden under the floor tiles in the sacristy, I don't know what that word means, the archaeologists have discovered a secret crypt where the walls are lined with rows upon rows of tiny blue digital orbs. Their circuitry glittering in the dark. Each orb contains a memory of a single confession and can be plugged into a cryptic-looking machine at the center of the room to reveal its contents. Those who confessed their sins were blessed with oblivion, their memories of their deeds extracted by the confessional chairs and stored within the digital orbs. How practical. Gives us 5 minor artifacts. Could be good. Gets us towards that precursor technological decision we can make. Or let us pray for some juicy confessions. Again, 5 artifacts. Or because we're spiritualists, we can go sacrilege, bliss the ignorance. The bliss of ignorance is not for sinners. It gives us 5 artifacts. Huh. I kind of agree with this one. Let's do that one. We'll move on.
We grow ever stronger.
Wonderful, you're done there, so let's move up here, but I'm going to build the space station over here. Need 3 more. Oh, we got some new technology. Looks like we got energy credit bonus. Perfect. Let's get the fusion reactor. Oh, this is also very good. Actually, let's do that. I really want the fusion reactor, but this allows me to automate my my scout ships, my research ships. Which makes it so much easier to explore than having to manually pick their route every time they run out. And it gives us faster surveying, which is also useful. Looks like this is pretty useful along here. We do want to run around here to get this. But this system...
Not so special now, was it?
Get to that in a second. You know what? This system, while it's good, is not wonderful. I'd rather block off these guys from getting over here. Now let's move you over here. I have enough for this system, so let's do that. I'll grab this at the very least, because at the very least we want to go up to here to block off these guys from coming into all our systems over here. Alright. It appears that the text we found buried in the battlefield were more teachings written by Talisa, the Teller of Tales. The documents are breakdowns of tactics, strategies, and most importantly, logistics in interstellar warfare. Being a strong spokesperson against war, Talisa found this to be essential knowledge for steering into the future. Even the most peaceful of people might be forced into a corner in their work for a better world. We gain access to warring states. Let's take a look at that. Creating unity is the biggest challenge, particularly because sustainability often generates borders. These borders need to be torn down, and a sentiment which scares many, one must sometimes be willing to tear down in order to build something stronger from the ashes. So you get naval capacity and army upkeep reduced. Very good. Something else to consider for the future. And thank you, Talisa. Oh, our science ship's under attack somewhere in this system here. Huh. So we found the Kappa aliens, or the Kaf aliens here. We ran into the tree. So among the asteroids, a tree is drifting through the emptiness of space. An unprecedented and highly unlikely event. The tree is surrounded by a protective bubble reminiscent of an energy shield. Suddenly, we detected some hostile space dwellers on approach. This coincided with some sap leaking through the tree shield while we collected samples. Could it have agitated the creatures? We need to figure out what's going on. A special project for the tree. Hopefully our ship can get away.
Ledger of situations amended.
And the Kaf aliens. Let's send somebody to investigate them. And then more serpent stuff. The serpents have patiently waited for a ship to enter their system. Some thought it would be a good idea to land on our colony, so their starship is now full of serpents. So let the fleeing Ophiites have the ship. We can give these guys a ship to venture forth into the cosmos. Or we can destroy the ship. No. We'll let them go into the cosmos and see what happens. Good. Our ship was not destroyed and will be back in action soon. It's a 1K alien force here. To the stars! A lone ship has slipped past all our detection equipment and slithered into the surrounding star system. The Ophidians have left our planet with a series of subterranean lifts and the wealth of minerals. So long, serpents. Depleted energy modifier removed. Very interesting. Wonder what's going to happen with these serpents. Perfect. So that system is ours now. We're a little less of a rush to get up here because we have to get past this. So, with that in mind, I'm going to just mine this and use our other constructor, who's coming over here, to start building this to block off these guys. Those are space whales? Yes, those are the space whales. Big and testy. Upon entering Deithlon, our sensors picked up strange readings. Dismissed at first as glorified asteroids, things quickly changed when it was discovered that these entities reacted aggressively to movement in space. Even at a great distance, observation of these entities, preferably from a safe distance, is advised. Interesting, we ran into another space creature. I wonder what it is. It might be the crystalline creatures. Silicon life forms. Some kind of burrowing silicon-based life form inhabits a vast network of tunnels beneath the barren surface of Aswiri 5A. The best we can tell, the creatures feed off rocks, and there is evidence to suggest that they possess a rudimentary form of intelligence. Their tunneling efforts have shuffled large amounts of valuable minerals to the surface. Intriguing. We get +3 minerals. Very nice.
A system has been charted.
You're finished up here. What do we got here? Savannah world and a tomb world. An arid world and an alpine world. All not super useful. And more ancient mining drones over there. tropical world. Well, that's 65, and that's a pretty big world. Maybe we should work our way that way. Let's take you and head perhaps this way. Yeah, I'll have you move here and head that way, and then we'll work to getting this planet colonized. Even though it's not really great for us, it's not bad. Okay, so that takes us to the end of this episode. Not a ton happened in this episode, but we did get some more exploring done. Started this archaeological site, and hopefully we'll see where that goes with this strange temple. And I think in next episode we're going to work to develop our relationship with this empire and continue to expand out and explore as best we can. So hopefully to see you in the next episode. Have a great day, and if you're enjoying the series, please like and subscribe or leave a comment below letting me know how what you think the resolution of this temple story will be. Okay, have a great day.